Hi ladies, it's Beth from Be Styled and it's Tipsy Tuesday. And today I am addressing probably the most common question I get, especially in the fall, about jeans and shoes and pant length, jean length in particular, and shoes and what to wear with what. And I went down the rabbit hole over the last 2 days. I just finished making a free guide that you can get. There's a link in the description here, and it's a free guide that I created that gives the top 3, it's really more than 3, but 3 main most wearable current styles of jeans that are out there that are nothing crazy, and the different shoes that work with those jeans. And the good news is there are a lot of options for jeans to fit all different types of styles and bodies and, tastes. And today I want to demonstrate the most common or the easiest pair of jeans to have. That if you have one pair of jeans, which I think it's hard to have one, but if you were only to have one pair of jeans, the straight leg jean is the most versatile, easiest to wear, and the best news about them is pretty much every shoe, modern, current shoe style, works with them. It gets a little tricky with length, and I'm going to try to demonstrate some little tweaks you can make to get the length right, because that's where the biggest problem comes in, is knowing the right length. Because even when you look online at the different retailers, sometimes, at least, and again, this is just my opinion, all this is just my opinion, that goes without saying. I mean, I'm not truly an expert. I just have opinions about these things, and that's why you're watching. But if you go on some of these websites and you see, especially when they have really tall models, sometimes I'm like, oh, those just don't look right. Like the length isn't right to my eye. So there's personal preference involved here too. So this is, again, my personal preference and just rules of thumb, not the gospel, okay? But length is important. There are some trends you're going to see, especially if you have daughters or nieces or friends in there, that are younger. The trend that is everywhere is, long, even straight leg or wide leg, baggy pants that are very long, that are puddling over your shoe, sometimes dragging on the ground. If I was 25 years old, I'd probably be doing the same thing. And my mother would be like, rolling her eyes at me. But that's what you're going to be seeing. Does that mean that's what, if you want to be on trend, that's what you have to wear? No. I mean, I try to be on trend and current, and I'm just not embracing that look. So take everything with a grain of salt and do what you like. And my biggest tip for figuring out what you like is you got to take the selfie. And I know everyone's like, I don't want to take it. And I'm not saying you're going to post it all over the internet like I do. I'm definitely not recommending you do that. What I do recommend is get a really inexpensive full-length mirror. You can go to Target, Costco, I'm sure has them, and try to get the cheapest one you can get that you can lean up against a wall so that a mirror is behind so a window is behind the mirror. So your light source is coming from behind the mirror. And stand in front of the mirror and snap the picture. Look in your phone. Don't feel like you have to look at you're not creating a picture that's going to be posted in public. Just look at the phone, see where you are in the mirror, and take the picture. And that is going to give you your full head to toe look. And then you can look at the picture or send it to a friend or post it in my very, very private styling group and get opinions. But looking at a picture, for whatever reason, gives you much better insight versus looking in the mirror and thinking, are these pants the right length? Do these shoes look right? Take the mirror selfie. If you invest in anything this fall, get a cheap mirror and get used to taking a mirror selfie. It is the best way to tell if something looks right on you. Because you could ask me a question here and I can't answer that question without seeing the picture. If you post the picture in my private group, then I can answer the question or at least give my advice. So let's talk about straight leg jeans. And in my guide, I address wide leg jeans, I address boot cut, I address baby boot cut or kick crops, that are kind of like flared but cropped. All that is addressed in the guide, and you can click the link and get the free guide. But today I want to go with the the mama bear jean. And that is the straight leg jean that was in style. It was really the first jean that became in style when skinny jeans, breathed their last breath, which some would say they haven't really breathed their last breath, but they're on the back burner. But they're a great alternative to skinny jeans. They're very similar to skinny jeans. The biggest difference is the degree of skinniness to them, the slimness, the tightness. And for a lot of us, that's good news. I mean, feeling like you're like squeezing into a pair of leggings that call themselves jeans isn't great for a lot of people. So the fact that those have gone away, I don't think any of us need to really cry over that. Okay. But I'm gonna move my chair and stand up, and I'm gonna have to go back so I can show you the jeans I have on. These are a slim fitting straight leg jean. There are going to be all different types of cuts of straight leg, and that's where you have to try. It doesn't cost anything to try and take the picture. These are a slim, which are great if you loved skinny jeans. If you have, especially if you have an hourglass figure, a lot of hourglass figures looked great in skinny jeans, and these are a great alternative. Or if you're petite and you don't want to have a lot of fabric down below, this is a great style. So this is a straight leg slim fit. I mean, you could almost call this, some people might call this a skinny jean. It's not. The biggest difference is, there's some give around my leg, and look at this. This is the biggest telltale. Remember how skinny jeans were like this? Skinny jeans are really tight around the calf and the ankle area. A straight leg is just what it means. It's going straight down from your knee down, and this is sort of a slim fitting straight. Okay, this is from Cabby. It's called the Cinch straight, and it was designed for hourglass figures, which I'm not, but it's got great stretch. It's a mid to darkish wash, very minor distressing. It's a great jean. It's comfortable. I could do yoga in this if I did yoga. And I think they're considered a high rise, but they're not a real true high rise. These hit me right at my belly button, and I'm proportionate. So again, you just have to look at the measurements or ask me, and I can tell you how they'll work. They do have a long inseam, something to be aware of. These have a 32-inch inseam. So if you can see, I'm 5'7", almost 5'8". I used to always be 5'8". Now they tell me I'm 5'7 3/4. Like, give me the 5'8". Anyway, and you can see that these are going all the way below my ankle. They are landing at the top of my foot. I personally prefer a slightly shorter jean, but these are great if you like a full length, because that you can get that. And if they're too long, you can hem them, and I'm going to show you how I personally like to cuff them, or you can cut them if you're brave, and I might actually consider doing that as well. Or you find a jean that's, and if you're petite, get a jean in petite sizing. J. Crew Factory, great source for petite jeans. The Loft, great source for petite jeans. And look and measure your inseam. Figure out what the best inseam is going to be based on some of the things we talk about. Okay, so they're straight leg. These are slim. You're also going to find, here's an example of a looser straight leg. These are the Cabby Malibu, I believe, Malibu jean. These are also a straight leg, but they're a little bit more of a relaxed fit. I kind of call these a girlfriend jean. They're not the really baggy boyfriend jeans that we used to wear, but they're a little bit lower. They have a little bit lower rise, which is common with girlfriend jeans and boyfriend jeans. And they're a little bit of a looser, slouchier fit, but you can size up or down to get your degree of slouchiness. I have a smaller size coming because these were a little too slouchy on me. I wanted them to be a little more fitted, but they're definitely less fitted than these. And they have that darker wash, which you're going to see a lot more darker washes this fall as well. But it's just another example of a straight leg jean. A lot of you had the Democracy jeans, very similar. Remember the Democracy straight legs that so many of us have? that's another example of a straight leg jean. They're everywhere. You're not gonna have a hard time finding them in every price point imaginable. Okay, the beauty of them, again, is I have all my shoes. I have all my fall shoes. Let's see if I can, all my fall shoes, is that working? I don't know. On the floor here. And every single pair, sorry, every single pair of my fall shoes work with this type of jean, which is beautiful, right? Not the case with flares, with wide leg. That gets a little more complicated, and that's why you need the guide. But just to show you, I could, first things first, this is what I was gonna wear today. I have these cognac, that kind of matches my belt, loafer mules. Now, important, do you see, to my eye, in my opinion, the loafer mule, the very flat loafer mule with the long jean, I don't like. I don't like the way that looks. I prefer it hemmed or cuffed to just above my ankle bone. Do you see the difference? I just think it looks better with a low profile shoe like this to show some skin, to show some ankle from the hem of the jean down. It looks better. It looks more current. As opposed to, let's say, and especially in the warm weather, you're not worried about cold ankles. I know a lot of you worry about cold ankles. Well, nobody has cold ankles in the United States today. I can pretty much guarantee that. But when it does get cold, my other go-to shoe is a loafer. This is a lug sole loafer, but you could have this, the same would apply to a traditional, lower profile loafer. These are from last year. I'll be wearing them all this year, okay? These I could, if I wanted to, which I could wear with the jean full length, okay? I still prefer it hemmed. But my point is, you can do what you like. Both work, okay? There you go. And some people might ask, well, is some people, style gurus might be saying that cuffing jeans is not in style. I disagree. I'm seeing it everywhere. It's just easier. You know what I mean? Like for these, by being able to cuff, if you do a good job with your cuff, and I'll talk about that, by being able to cuff, I don't have to choose, right? I don't have to chop these off. I don't have to get them hemmed. Again, they fit me. If you're petite, you probably do have to do some sort of adjusting, but I can have options. So when you do hem your jeans, you might want to have them hemmed to a slightly longer length if you do like that full length, and then be able to cuff them to get to show your ankle. If you are doing that, the full length, the thing to keep in mind is you don't want the jean to ever pool or puddle on top of the shoe. Now again, that's for us grown-ups. The kids are gonna pool and puddle all day long. They're gonna have lots of fabric hanging over their shoe. And if you like that look, go for it. But for jeans especially, I'm not a big fan. And it's a very easy way to look frumpy. A straight leg jean that's long and that's pooling, and by pooling I mean it's hanging longer than the break in your foot. It just looks frumpy, especially if you wear it with like a sneaker, or even if you had a really cool loafer and then your jean is puddling over it. It's not going to look good. So have it hemmed so it's just hitting the break of your foot, and then you can cuff it to show some ankle. Okay, so that's the loafer example. I have these clogs from a year or two ago, and yes, clogs are still in style. And these might not still be available, but you see similar. I even think Dansko has come out with updated clogs, not the ones we used to wear, if you like those. And Madewell has great kind of mule clogs, and they look great with a straight leg jean, either cuffed or long. This I would do. The long works with the clog because the clog is more substantial. It has that, platformy wooden. It's not the low profile of a mule. With this, the long jean doesn't work. With this, the longer full-length jean does work, in my opinion. Another example, ballet flats. Kind of a similar rule, if you will. as this kind of slim loafer. With this, I would wear them cuffed. I don't wear a lot of ballet flats, but it's a great look, and they're very on trend, especially like a Mary Jane ballet flat. If you love ballet flats and you like Mary Janes, you're in luck because they're everywhere. Madewell, another great source. But the long straight leg jean with the ballet flat, I'm not a fan. It's not awful, especially because it's a pointy toe ballet flat, not the old rounded toe that aren't great, I don't think. But a little bit of a cuff works better, okay? You with me? I'm just going down my shoes here. Let's go to sneakers. Sneakers are so easy. I wouldn't wear a sneaker with this dressy blouse, but a sneaker, you're gonna want a cuff, in my opinion. Again, you'll see the girls wearing really long jeans with sneakers. A lot of times it's a platform sneaker. That helps if it has a little bit of a platform. But I just think for a cleaner, more flattering look, you're gonna wanna cuff your jean or have it be an ankle length jean and wear it with your cool white sneakers, okay? Great look. Great for travel. You can walk all over the world in them. Let's talk, before I get to booties and boots, let's talk heels. Because straight leg jeans, yes, you can wear heels with straight leg jeans. And heels come in handy with some of the other jeans that I talk about in the guide, especially like boot cut and wide leg jeans often look better with a little bit of a heel. These are from Bionic. I checked, they're still available. I'll wear these all fall long until it's way too cold. They also come in a saddle color suede, and they've got that Bionic comfort. They do have a heel, and I'm not a big heel wearer, but these are very comfortable. With a heel that are kind of dressy, I would go with the long version of the pants. Let me show you. Not necessarily. I guess it would depend on what else I was wearing. If it was really warm out, I might hem it. And if I was wearing, maybe I'd put on like a black cool jacket and make a dressy look with these shoes. But I could keep them long too. I could keep the jeans long with the heel. Again, that's just preference and just the level of dressiness you're going for. The cuff makes it a little more casual cool. Okay, booties. I'll try to make this quick and simple because I'm probably confusing everyone. Hopefully I'm not. The booty, you want your straight leg jean to either, if you want the full length, if you feel like it just is more flattering and leg lengthening, you want the hem of the jean to go over the top of the shaft of the boot. That's why straight leg comes in handy, because it's gonna fit. Put it on. Okay. You're gonna notice that booties have changed because they want us to go out and buy new booties, I guess. The booties that we all had, like the Blondo booties, with a kind of a short shaft, the original ones, you know, the shaft was probably this high and maybe a little bit wider. Those are they're still fine, and you'll still see them, and you can definitely still wear them, but it depends on how you're wearing them. You don't want to have a huge amount of skin from the top of your booty to your pants. That look is just, it's not good. It's not good. You'll see it sometimes, but like a low shaft booty in a cropped or ankle pant where there's a lot of skin showing between the pant and the low shaft booty, no bueno, okay? Instead, you want a higher shaft, and what they did is they're making the shaft a little more fitted, so it's not as gapey as they used to be. And then you'll see my jeans fit right over the top of the boot. So that's a great leg lengthening little trick. But I often do this. I would still cuff sometimes, depending on the look I was going for. Again, maybe for a more casual look. But the key is, if you're cuffing or if you have an ankle length jean and you're wearing a booty, you want the jean hem to end, just skim the top of the boot. It's okay if a little bit of, it's actually good if a little bit of skin shows. But you don't want a lot of skin. You just want it to just skim the top of the boot. Let's see if I got it right. I'm not really doing a good job cuffing, but just to give you an idea. Okay? So that is the booty. Could be black, could be cognac brown. You pick. Okay? But look for booties that have a little bit of a taller shaft, narrow, taller shaft, which also gives you the bonus when they're black or tan of being able to wear them with dresses and skirts and be a little more flattering. With black, you could wear them with dresses and skirts and tights. With tan, you got to go barefoot, bare leg. Okay, no tights with this color booty and a dress. I'm making that a rule. Okay, but black, absolutely, looks fantastic. Okay, last but not least, this is a little tricky possibly, and that is the tall boot. I have a tall boot. I just got these at the Nordstrom sale. I'm not sure if they're still available. These are probably Sam Edelman. I pretty much buy the same brand of shoes, which is another tip. Once you find brands that your feet like, just stick with them, you know, and have fewer shoes and fewer but better shoes is really my best advice for you. These are all my fall shoes. I mean, it's still a lot, and some of them are old. This is new, and the booty is new. And I do buy sneakers sometimes. But anyway, the thing about straight leg jeans is they can, asterisk, be worn with a tall boot, provided that they are straight leg enough. These I think I could do because they are that slim straight leg. These, the more boyfriendy, slouchy straight leg, no. Never am I going to wear a jean like this, slouchy straight leg, with a tall knee-length boot. They'll get all bunchy. It's not a good look. The only way it's going to work is if it's a slim cut jean. And you'll see, you know, on the internet, there are tricks, especially in the winter. You can take a sock and, you know, fold your jean in and, you know, pull the sock over it to really suck that jean in, because now you're trying to create that skinny jean effect. So the other option, if you want that look, is wear your skinny jeans, you know? If you have a pair of skinny jeans that you still like, that you want, and you want to wear a boot with, then have at it. But a straight leg jean, as long as it's slim enough, can work. As long as you don't get a lot of gathering and poopiness here. It'd probably be easier to pull this off, I'm just thinking out loud on this, with a black tall boot. Because it just would be, especially with a dark wash jean and a tall black boot, it's going to be nice and sleek, and you won't see any bunching in the jean. Whew. It's hot. I had to turn the AC off to do this video. I'm going to have a sip of my iced tea and see if anyone has any questions. And I wanted to tell you about my iced tea. I feel like I'm doing a commercial here. I think I've told you all that I went off caffeine a couple of weeks ago. It's probably been a month now. And I'm over it. I don't even miss it. I have my decaf coffee, and I discovered I've known about the benefits of green tea, and especially with like brain health and Alzheimer's and all kinds of health, cancer, all this. Green tea is good for a bunch of different things. You can Google it. But I didn't like the taste. So I looked and I found on Amazon, but I think it's in the grocery store. It's daily green tea, decaf wild berry plum green tea. It's not sweetened at all. But it's green tea. It's the Republic of Tea, and it's delicious. And I make a big thing of it and dump in a bunch of sliced lemons, and I drink it, and I love it. But I digress. Do we have any questions about jeans and shoes, ladies? If you want the guide, you can click the link, and it will be sent to your email. Again, think about taking an outfit selfie. It's very helpful. No one has to even know you're doing it. Save it to your phone, especially when you do come up with a great outfit. Take that outfit selfie and keep a folder on your phone so that you can go back. And I know you people are very organized too. You can like label, create albums. Like, here are my dressy outfits. Here are my athleisure outfits. Here are some weekend going out. Here are some blah, 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 going to work outfits, whatever. And keep a record. And it makes it easy to go back and be like, oh, I'll wear that. Good idea, right? Not rocket science. And join my group. It's so great. We are still in the preseason stages right now up until the 24th. We're doing daily challenges. Today's challenge was to start working on our basics, our core essentials. I just went through my closet last night and I've got it pretty much organized with my fall basics that I go to all season long. And I encourage you to do that as well. And if you're in my group, I hope you're doing it. And I'm going to go live in that private group and give a little rundown of what's in my basics capsule, because it's going to be different for everyone. My basics and your basics are not going to be exactly the same, but the categories are pretty much consistent regardless of who you are and where you live. But what's actually in your core capsule of basics is going to vary based on your lifestyle and your taste and your body and your just what you like to wear and how you get dressed every day. But having good basics is the only way to make it easy to get dressed. It's the only way. If you don't have good basics, forget about it. It's just not going to happen. You can have all the cute, fancy tops and patterns and great, cool pieces, but if you don't have basics to wear with it, all those pieces are going to collect dust and they're going to taunt you and they're going to be a waste of money. Stop buying those add-on type pieces until you can honestly look at your closet and say, I have built a strong wardrobe foundation. It's just like your house, just like your recipes for you cookers. You need that foundation. You need the chicken breasts, right? You need the good piece of steak. What else do you need? You need a good head of lettuce to make that great meal. But a great meal is not made out of, I don't know. I shouldn't even use a cooking analogy. A great house decoration is not made out of throw pillows. I mean, I obsessed over throw pillows, but throw pillows do nothing if you don't have a good couch to put them on. And someone can come up with a good food analogy, like something, I don't know. I don't know. It's not coming to me, but you get the idea. Basics, basics, basics. Gotta do it. And I can help. And that's what we're doing over in the Fall Style System. It is money well spent. It will save you from buying all those dipsy crippy crap stuff that we don't need. That's a Pam paint color. I pick paint color. Don't buy crippy crap, I think she calls it. Just like for fall decorating, don't buy all those dried flowers and all kinds of doodads everywhere. Keep it simple. Same with your wardrobe. That's another digression. But that's what I have for you today. Get my download. Thanks for being here. Drink your green tea and go just get dressed. Bye for now. Mwah!